This video will demonstrate the proper sequence for donning and doffing of personal protective equipment. Personal protective equipment should be selected based upon proximity of the patient and likelihood of contact with blood or body fluids during procedures in patient care areas. The first step in donning of personal protective equipment is good hand hygiene, using alcohol-based hand rub for 20-30 seconds or soap and water for 40 to 60 seconds if hands are visibly soiled. Don your shoe cover. Ensure that your shoe is fully protected. Perform hand hygiene. Ensure to cover all areas of the hand. The next step of the procedure is donning of gown. Fully cover torso from neck to knees, arms to end of wrist, and wrap around the back. Fasten in back of neck and waist, ensuring that clothing is fully covered. The next step is the selection of respiratory protection depending on the risk of exposure. For example, mask or respirator. Cup the respirator in your hand with the nose piece at your fingertips. Pull the bottom strap and place it at the back of your neck. Pull the top strap and place it in the middle of your head. Mold the nose piece. And lastly, perform seal check. The next step is donning of cap or hair cover. Tie back long hair if needed. Donning of goggles or face shield. Put on the face and eyes and adjust to fit. The last step of the procedure is donning of gloves. Select according to hand size. Extend to cover wrist of isolation gown. Safe work practices includes keeping your hands away from face, work from clean to dirty, limit surfaces touched, and change your PPEs anytime when torn or heavily contaminated. Remove gloves first. Grasp outside of glove with opposite gloved hand and then peel off. Slide fingers of ungloved hand under remaining glove at wrist. Discard gloves in waste container. Hand hygiene must be performed at any time you feel you have contaminated your hand during the doffing procedure. When removing a gown, avoid touching the front and the sleeves. Unfasten the waist and neck ties. Remove gown using a peeling motion. Pull gown from each shoulder toward the same hand. Roll inside out and then discard. Remove shoe cover. Perform hand hygiene. Remove goggles or face shield. To remove, handle by headband or earpieces. Remove cap. Lastly, remove mask or respirator. Mask or respirator should be removed after exiting the room or in the anteroom. Grasp bottom, then top ties or elastics and remove. Discard in waste container. Perform hand hygiene immediately after removing all personal protective equipment.